Very good morning. We are going to present an information system for the next generation collaborative and responsive communities. The basic problems which are faced by the rural communities are lack of disaster resilience, dearth of market linkage, problem of raw material supply, incorrect or no training facilities, and inadequate counseling services. The first problem, which is the disaster resilience, it requires some emergency management services, and the rest they require some life and livelihood services. So with these objectives in mind, we introduce an interactive community-driven information system that helps the day-to-day functioning of the self-help groups who are acting as the micro-communities within a village. So there are two broad functional areas, which is the emergency management services and the life and livelihood services. The basic objectives of our information system is to form a disaster resilient community for better disaster management, to empower the SHGs to interact and collaborate among themselves and the different rural development authorities to share their problems and search for solutions, and then to enable the involvement of SHGs to participate in local governance, then to support them to access the various skill development training and improve their livelihood, and finally guide them to establish the market linkage to sell their products and get raw materials. So this is our information system, which has got two broad verticals, the life and livelihood vertical and the emergency management vertical. These are the different roles in which a user can use our information system. One is a volunteer, next is the emergency management agency, next is a donor. Then we have the self-help groups, buyer of finished product, seller of raw material, vocational training provider, SHG cluster federation. Then we have got this local administration and the health and hygiene experts. In the emergency management services, we have got three functional areas: generating alerts, doing this analysis, and then this resource management. In the alert section, the portal provides alerts for emergency situations as well as some important points of contact. In the analysis function, the data collected from the sources like interactive SMS, phone-based app, and online form is processed and the reports are generated. In the resource management function, the site can also serve the purpose of collecting various resources and distributing them on a need basis. In the situational information facility, we can actually have different important situational information. In the emergency notification, we can have different kinds of de-warnings and warnings and all. In the important contact facility, a person can actually look about important contacts in his or her location. In this help me, a person can actually request about some resource or some services after filling up this simple form. In the report and emergency facility, a person can actually report about an important emergency which has happened after filling up this small form. And there are facilities of uploading images and videos and all. Then we have the facility of locating a missing person. If the person is actually registered with our system, then our system can very easily find out if the person is missing. Then there are facilities of donating resources. Then there is a facility of generating customized reports. If we select the disaster type and the location and the period for which the report is to be generated and the report type, then reports can be generated. So this is a sample damage assessment report. Then all the requested resources can be viewed in the information system as well as all the donations which have been received. So it is some kind of a matchmaking between the received resources and the received donations. In the life and livelihood services, we have got four major functionalities. One is the market linkage, next is the skill development, next is advisory services, and then there is the advertisement. In the market linkage, a person can actually advertise about the finished products. A person can view whatever finished products are there. A person can advertise raw material, and a person can view the different raw material suppliers. In the skill development category, a person can either request different training programs or can advertise different new training programs. In the advertisement section, a person can receive advertisement and different kinds of emergency notification, life and livelihood notifications as well. Thank you so much.